If you trust the universe, these wonderful things will happen. Welcome to Spirita Vivo. Why should I trust the universe? You can't even trust a lot of people these days. Then should I trust the universe? And then why should wonderful things happen if I believe and trust? We want to answer these and other questions in today's podcast.
Few lessons in life make the successful manifestation of our desires so much easier than the realization that we can trust the universe implicitly. It is comparable to finally putting down a heavy load at the side of the road and from now on being able to walk lightly. We instinctively recognize that we get through our everyday life best if we don't always control everything and try to steer it into fixed channels. By imposing our will on life, we create nothing good out of it. Most of the time, things in life don't go in the best direction for us in these cases anyway, and with good reason. The universe has a plan for us, but that doesn't mean we don't have the power to change our lives for the better. The sooner we accept this indisputable fact and open ourselves to the wonderful things that are yet to come, the better our lives will develop. Having faith in the universe, the higher power, takes a little practice. It requires an unconditional belief that the supreme power has only our best interests in mind. Sometimes, however, a small sense of achievement is enough to recognize the essence of it, namely that relinquishing control is the most efficient form of control that we can ever achieve. The advantages of this are obvious. Also, what happens when you trust the universe? Number 1. It's suddenly easy for you to let go. Each of us carries old baggage around with us, sometimes since childhood. Every life has reached a point where the past takes up more space than we would like. Old wounds, unresolved conflicts, previous relationships with other people that still cast their shadows on our life paths, and the constant question of whether we haven't done some things wrong drive us. When we trustingly place ourselves in the hands of the universe, making full use of its wisdom and discretion, the past will have little or no meaning. We can let all these things rest and see them as part of a phase of life, because no microscopic speck of dust from the past should cloud our present or block our future. Number 2. Great events seem possible to you at any time. The universe is able to fill us with expectations that critical and unbelieving minds would call exaggerated and utterly unrealistic. Enlightened ones, such as Buddha, saw this very differently. He knew in his time that we can create anything our imaginations can imagine. What we can see in spirit can become reality. There are no plans and no ambitions too big for the universe. You have now recognized this and are open and ready for revolutionary changes in your life. Number 3. You feel the pure joie de vivre in you. Being able to simply hand over all your concerns, worries, and problems to the universe for processing is a heavenly feeling and a relief that everything will work out for your best from now on. Your joie de vivre is returning, and you're only now realizing how much joy and fun you've missed by keeping the reins tight. The universe has now taken control of your life. You can relax and enjoy the beautiful sides of the world to the fullest. Number 4. Gratitude is your new motto. In addition to the great relief, there is another feeling that flows through you. It's gratitude. You feel this in everything you do because you could never have imagined a life so full of ease. You can't believe that life can be so wonderful and easy. Saying thank you becomes your mantra, your motto, and the focus of your new thinking. Number 5. You discover your sense of community. Even if your fellow human beings have been an additional burden for you so far, and you have always wished yourself far away on a lonely island, you suddenly realize that community also has its good sides, since you no longer have to deal with ballast from the past. Since you have surrendered the solution to your worries to the universe, the higher self, you can engage in social life as a carefree onlooker. You realize that even the most introverted people sometimes benefit from the presence of others. Number 6. Synchronicity becomes your companion. The universe has many ways to show itself to you, in whatever way. It is always good to pay attention to a few signs along the way. Signs that assure us that we are still following the right path. One such form of cosmic communication is synchronicities, which we discussed extensively in our last podcast. These seeming coincidences multiply the more carefully you look at them. The simultaneous occurrence of certain events that seem unrelated is a message that you should not ignore. Number 7. Taking responsibility for your life seems more important to you than ever. Now that you could let go of all the uncomfortable aspects of your existence, an interesting phenomenon is emerging. You now recognize the value of true responsibilities that you carry for your life. It's not about annoying commitments or appointments that don't have much to do with you. In fact, it's about your attitude towards life, about your dream that you want to achieve. You know that you owe yourself the realization of your dream or dreams. Nobody can relieve you of the responsibility for this, but happiness and joy should not be neglected either. You should take good care of yourself and focus on the good things. Take care of yourself and take care of your well-being. Number 8. You let yourself drift and don't want to force anything. When and why the so-called swimming with the current fell into disrepute is difficult to determine today. Yet we all know that when things are easy and effortless, things move in the right direction. You have now recognized it and are happy to let yourself be carried along with the flow of life, trusting that the universe is at the helm here too. Number 9. A positive mood fills you. Sorrows and worries are a thing of the past. You trust the higher power, God, the universe as you like it possible, and that puts you in an unprecedented high. You confidently avoid negative people and their verbal poison darts, or let them go because you know that you don't care, because you know the power of bad thoughts and derogatory words. You want to feel good, be good, and hear good things. Number 10. You live consciously. You are more mindful and enjoy your life. Trusting the universe has endless benefits. One of the best of them is that we can once again enjoy our lives in all their beauty. You suddenly have an eye for the wonders of nature again and can enjoy small things. From now on, you look at each day as a gift that you treat with appropriate appreciation. Truly trusting takes faith and courage. But as soon as the first sense of achievement sets in, we feel the flow that we can only let ourselves be carried away. It's somewhat at odds with our human drive for control and perfectionism, and this may fuel some of us fears of losing control. We were taught to think that if you don't know anything, you have to believe everything. In fact, going the other way would be a lot easier for us. Our knowledge is limited, but the wisdom of the universe is infinite. It exists, always has been, and always will be. And you are part of the whole, the higher power, and you can tap into that knowledge if you open up and trust. If this podcast inspired you and you liked it, feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to never miss an episode. We would appreciate it very much. Thank you, and see you soon on our channel.